Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this DIY, you will need 4 of these Dollar Tree paper towel holders. Now, this is actually my second time filming this part. The first time it was really blurry. Hopefully this time it won't be blurry. I'll check the video to make sure. I'll go ahead and remove the labels. So next I have some of these Dollar Tree diamonds. And you will need 8 sets of 2. So I'm just going to show you how to glue these together. You would take 2 side by side like this and glue them together. Now you could use your clear grip glue and just put a drop there. But to speed things along, I'm going to use my UV lamp along with some UV resin. And I'm just going to drop some glue right between the 2. Then just flip that over, put some on the other side, right between both diamonds. Alright, and then you have that. Again, you will need 8 sets of 2s. So what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of UV resin here and here. Now you can do the same thing with glue. But I'm using UV resin because it's a whole lot quicker and it's going to help me get through this DIY a whole lot faster. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and there. I'm going to hold that in place. Flip this over and do it on the other side. Now it's a whole lot easier if you put this in your lap and do it that way, but I can't put it in my lap, otherwise you guys won't be able to see it. Alright, then go across and do the same exact thing. So now I'm going to come right up against this rod, put a little bit of resin on it. Again, you would do the same thing with the glue. Then come on the back, do the same thing, add more glue. Sorry guys, turn your paper towel holder this way. I totally forgot to flip it over, so I had to pop those off and start back over. But yeah, this is what we have. So now I'll go ahead and put one between each one of these spaces. Again, make sure that the flat end of the diamond is on the bottom of the paper towel holder, okay? I'll do the rest off camera and then come back. I'm going to use this masking tape that I found at Dollar Tree. And you'll need some type of strong glue. I'm going to use my Gorilla Clear Grip glue. The first thing I'm going to do is put some glue on one of my rods. I won't put it here because this part will extend past this. You'll see what I mean. Now this one don't have the stones on it, but it will later. Guys, so both of my pieces have bonded together with the glue. So now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape. Alright, so I have my wheels, I have my hot glue gun, I also have my heating tool with this particular attachment, and I have my clear grip glue, and I also have some zip ties. What I'm going to do next is put my bowl here, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to add a little bit of glue right in the center. And I'm making sure that this design is right in the middle. I'll show you later. I'm going to put it right about here. So now I'm going to take my hot glue. And this is going to help hold it in place. Okay, so while I'm holding it, I'm going to go ahead and take my hot knife and put a hole right behind here and in front of here. And then take my twist tie and put it through one of the holes. Now slowly put this up and then put the bottom part through the other hole. Now look at it and make sure that it all looks good. And now lock them in place. Cut off the extra. Now go ahead and cut off your excess. Flip this over. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just reinforce those holes with some more of the glue. Just seal it up. So now I'll allow this to dry for about an hour and then I'll come back and put the top on. Okay guys, so back to our carriage. I'm going to go ahead and remove this off the top. I'm going to line it up to make sure that everything is in order. But before we do that, I'm going to add the glue all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up. So I'll go ahead and put some weight on top and let this set up, and once it sets up, I'll come back. Okay guys, so while it's drying, I want to work on this crown that I found at Dollar Tree. Now if you would like to accent your pumpkin carriage, they even have one with butterflies on it, and I think even another color. Why are these earrings blue? This does not make sense. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is paint these silver on the inside, the stars and the ovals, and go over these dots with silver because I don't want any color, just silver. And then I'll cover it with rhinestones and glitter. Okay guys, so I have allowed my pumpkin to set up overnight, and off camera I went ahead and started decorating it with some of my adhesive bling. I like to call it diamond bling. So all I did was take some bling and cut 2 rows like this, and then it goes here. And I'll just continue to go all the way around. So here again, this is what it's going to look like on the other side. I'll do that off camera and then come back. Okay guys, so this is what we have all the way around. Isn't that pretty? On the back I put 3 rows of the diamond bling here, and I put 3 of the diamond bling here as well. I'll do that same thing on the front, but this is the back. I figured this will be my Chanel pumpkin carriage. I have the Chanel mold, and I like that little piece right there, so I went ahead and used some UV resin and made this piece. This is going to be my little tag, so I'm going to go ahead and I could attach it here, but you really won't be able to see it that well, so I'm going to attach it there. I might go back over it with some silver later, I'll see. Now, everything that I do to my pumpkin carriage, you don't necessarily have to do. It's only if you want to. Now, I have a lot of different molds. I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to use that I've been accumulating over the years, and it's just been sitting up. So I want to start using this stuff. So I'm just going to flip this over. I'm going to attach my Chanel tag right here, and I'm going to use some UV resin. I'm going to put it right on top. Again, this is just me being extra. Here's the tag in the back, says Chanel. And I'm going to put something in the front too, but I'm not sure what. But I did find this mold on Temu recently. And I'll put a picture up there so you guys can see what it looks like. And it's perfect for this carriage. I just did not even know why I was buying this particular piece, but I saw it and I thought it was really cute. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to glue it here on the side where the door is. Now I could whitewash it and show some of the details, but I really don't want to because I want it to look like glass. So I'm going to glue this right here on the side. I'm just trying to see exactly where. So I'm going to use some of my UV resin. Again, if you decide to do this with whatever you choose to use, if you decide to buy this mold, you'll know how it goes. You can also use your favorite clear glue. And then you would have to tape it in place with some masking tape. But for me, I'm going to use that glue along with some of my UV resin. Okay guys, so this is what we have. Isn't it pretty? So right in the center, you could put an emblem there. I thought about doing a CC logo right there as well. That would be cute. So what I'm going to do now is take a rhinestone from here, and I have some iridescent ones, and I also have just some clear ones. So I'm just going to take one of the clear ones and put it right in the middle. And just glue that right in the center. So the next thing I want to do is add 2 of these chandelier pendants. Now, if you don't have any chandelier pendants laying around, I do have a tutorial that will show you how to use a particular item from Dollar Tree to make them. Not only 1, 5 or 6 different styles, okay? So what I'm going to do is add this to a clear bead, just like so. And then I'm going to glue it right under here. Now I'm going to use my UV light because it's going to make it really quick and easy. And I'm also going to use some additional glue. So all you need to do is take a little bit of glue, just a little bit. And right above that, you want to add some UV resin. Then turn your light on. This is actually something I should have done before I added this emblem, but I wasn't sure about what I wanted to do yet. And that's what you have. And I have it on both sides. I have it on that side as well. So now I'm going to take some really small rhinestones and glue them right above here. And I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue for that. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put stones on the bottom too, and I put some right around the base here, like right here. I decided that I wanted to drape some garland here, and there's 7 pieces on there. In order for me to do that, I need to add 2 more of my clear beads. Now, this is where you guys can be creative and decorate it your own way. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I want to do. Do whatever you want to. You can copy this exactly if you want to, or you can do your own thing. Now you can add your garland. Be very gentle. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do next is take 2 more of these, and I'm going to hang one from each side here. And I have this resin piece that I just made. This is the mold. I used this in a previous DIY as well. So what I'm going to do is use my heating knife and put a hole. I have to wait for it to heat up. I'm going to put a hole right in the center, and then I'm going to hang it from there. So let's just go ahead and get these on. I think I'm going to add 2 more. I'll do that off camera and then come back. So I went ahead and added 3 on each side. And now I'm going to add my little princess piece in the front. Okay guys, so now I'm going to flip this over and put a hole on this side. I'm going to insert my string lace in this hole and then glue this down on top. Before I do that, I want to show you what I did on camera. I went ahead and added 3 rows of bling to my wheels because they just needed that extra little girth. They're not that wide, and it just needed that extra little help. So I took 3 rows of the diamond bling and just put it around the wheel. And I think that made a really big difference. Now you just want to curve it. Press it down. Just like that. Flip it back over. Again, here's my hole. I'm going to take my string lights and insert it inside. And now I'll take a little bit of hot glue, put it on the back of the battery pack, and put it right here. I'm leaving the screws exposed so I can remove the screws to replace the batteries. So we have the lights on the inside. Finally, this is the front. Now that's for the crown. It needed some help. So I added some of the diamond bling on the sides, a little bit in the front. And I'm only going to temporarily glue this down. I'm not gonna add a lot of hot glue. I feel like this pumpkin needs a better crown, so I'm not going to permanently glue this down. I'm going to the mall to see if I can find a crown that I feel like is more suitable for this masterpiece. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, dim the lights, and let you guys see what it looks like on display. And as promised, here's my completed Cinderella Chanel pumpkin carriage. Honestly, it's hard for me to say completed because there are a few more things that I would like to add to this carriage. I must say that I have a few pumpkin DIYs that I really love. But right now, I think this is my number one. What do you think about this pumpkin carriage DIY? Leave your comment below. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please be so kind and leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. It's absolutely free. And for those of you who's been trying to use my Amazon store link, I have updated it with all of my favorite things, so be sure to check it out. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.